Welcome to RA 360 Educational Series.
Hi friends, in this video we are posting questions related to chemical basis of life, inorganic molecules. Question number 1. The following atoms are mostly found in living organisms. Option A, carbon, calcium, hydrogen and oxygen. Option B, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. Option C, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium and phosphorus. Option D, hydrogen, potassium, nitrogen and oxygen.
The answer is B, because oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen account for 95% of the mass of living organisms. Carbon is a major building block of all living matter, and nitrogen is a vital element in all proteins. Mineral elements calcium, chlorine, magnesium, and phosphorus account for less than 1% of total mass. Trace elements boron, chromium, cobalt, copper, fluorine, iodine, iron account for less than 0.01% of total mass.
Question number 2. Which of the following radioisotopes are used in the modern medical treatment and diagnosis? Option A, F18. Option B, C11. Option C, CR51. Option D, GA67. Option E, all the above.
The answer is E, because radioisotopes are being used in medical imaging of organs or diagnosing any malfunction. Some are used for therapeutic use, mainly for killing cancerous cells. Some radioisotopes commonly used for medical imaging are carbon, fluorine, chromium, gallium, and etc. as found on the slide.
Question number 3. Water is a universal solvent because of its polarity and ability to form hydrogen bonds. Option A, true. Option B, false.
The answer is A, because water is a classic example of a molecule containing polar covalent bonds. Due to polarity, it gives the oxygen atom a partial negative charge and a partial positive charges to hydrogen atoms. The partial charges attract parts of a polar molecules to dissolve them. A 104.5 degree bond angle creates a very strong dipole. The hydrogen bonding in water is probably a vital aspect, causing strong intermolecular interaction. Water does not dissolve nonpolar molecules. Examples are fats and oils.
Question number 4. Molecules with ionic and polar covalent bonds are: Option A, hydrophobic. Option B, hydrophilic. Option C, amphipathic. Option D, both A and B. Option E, both B and C.
The answer is B, because molecules with ionic and polar covalent bonds are hydrophilic. Nonpolar molecules composed predominantly of carbon and hydrogen are hydrophobic. Amphipathic molecules have both hydrophilic and hydrophobic regions. Examples are detergents.
Question number 5. Interactions between and within molecules are promoted by: Option A, hydrogen bonds. Option B, van der Waals dispersion forces. Option C, both A and B. Option D, either A or B.
The answer is C, because hydrogen bonds and van der Waals dispersion forces promote interactions between and within molecules. Hydrogen bond is a weak attraction between partially positive hydrogen and a partially negative atom such as oxygen. Many hydrogen bonds may provide a strong force that helps maintain the 3D structure of a molecule. Example, DNA. Van der Waals dispersion forces are weak molecular attractions. These arise because electrons are located within orbitals in a random way.
Question number 6. A free radical is a stable molecule that can cause cellular damage. Option A, true. Option B, false.
The answer is B, because free radicals are highly reactive molecules. These atoms have single unpaired electrons in their outer shell. Hence, these are unstable and cause cellular damage. They can be formed by exposure of cells to radiation and or toxins. Examples are oxygen singlet, hydroxyl radical, superoxide anion radical, hydrogen peroxide, hypochlorite nitric oxide radical, peroxynitrate radical. free radicals are associated with several human diseases. Examples: cancer, arterioscoliosis, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's, and aging.
Match the following. 1. Water participates in chemical reactions. 2. Water is used to eliminate soluble wastes. 3. Cohesive force of water molecules aids in the movement of fluid through vessels in plants. 4. Evaporation helps some animals dissipate body heat. A. Vascular bundles. B. Hydrolysis. C. Sweating. D. Kidneys. Option A 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. Option B 1C, 2D, 3B, 4A. Option C 1B, 2D, 3A, 4C. Option D 1D, 2B, 3C, 4A.
The answer is C.
Question number 8. Buffers in living cells or body fluids can increase or decrease pH to keep its value within a narrow range. Option A true. Option B false.
The answer is A, because the pH of a solution can affect the shapes and functions of molecules, the rates of many chemical reactions, the ability of two molecules to bind to each other, and the ability of ions or molecules to dissolve in water. Due to various effects of pH, many biological processes function best within very narrow ranges of pH. In living cells, the pH ranges from about 6.5 to 7.8.
Question number 9. A lower urine pH is closely linked to the advancement of which of the following symptoms or diseases? Option A proteinuria. Option B microhematuria. Option C renal cyst. Option D nephrolithiasis. Option E all the above.
The answer is E, because kidneys secrete acidic or alkaline compounds into the bloodstream when the blood pH becomes imbalanced. When pH is low, kidneys help maintain the acid-base balance by excreting hydrogen ions into the urine and reabsorbing bicarbonate from the urine. Lower urine pH is associated with increased symptoms of proteinuria, microhematuria, renal cyst, and nephrolithiasis.
Question number 10. Chemical reactions in living organisms. Option A change properties of atoms or molecules. Option B are usually reversible. Option C create new molecules. Option D require energy to begin. Option E all the above.
The answer is E, because chemical reactions change the properties of atoms or molecules and create new molecules. They usually require a catalyst to speed them up, occur in liquid environments such as water, tend to proceed in a particular direction but eventually reach a state of equilibrium.
If you have any questions or comments, send us an email or comment down below.